Good day, friend.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Looks like a good spot to use the gravity sensor.
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
So, did you get any interesting readings from the gravity sensor? Yes, fascinating stuff. The gravity field distortion forms a remarkable pattern. It's not like any of the other distortions we've encountered. Do you think it's connected to the integral? Looks like everything's connected here. I told you that gravity distortions have been observed on previous missions, but the scale of this one, it's unprecedented. And it's making me wonder. About what? You see, logically, objects on the proximity plane shouldn't have a mass in our reality. So how could they have such a strong impact on our gravity? It could lead to some extremely revolutionary hypotheses. It's so annoying that I can't devote more time to this problem. So, how do we proceed? Well, it looks like we have no other way but to destroy this extraordinary phenomenon. Are you serious? How am I supposed to use the Illuminator on that? No, the Illuminator won't help us here. We'll need to create a counterforce that will neutralize the gravity field. It will have to be very powerful and extremely precise. I'll need some time to make the calculations. A mistake, and this whole thing can go dangerously wrong. I can't even imagine you making a mistake. Yes, well, you've clearly forgotten our exam in algebraic topology. I have, yeah? Yeah, we lost a whole 10 points just because of one stupid miscalculation. It haunts me to this day. Still, nice to have your trust. Just give me the time to study this case properly, and I'm sure it'll be fine.
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet. think I'm done. Should I go there next? I can't work in a broken module. Should I move to work there instead? Me to do this?
What's bothering you?
Look, it's been quite some time since Molly's passed away. We still don't know if the thing that killed her could be a threat to us. You planning on doing something about that?
Yeah, sure. I'm on it, promise.
So step on in already, 'cause we need to know what's going on in here. Otherwise, some of us might think you're not fit to be in charge.
You wanted to discuss something? Yes. That moron who amputated his arm for no reason. Can you believe it? At a moment like this, we can't afford to have unproductive crew members on board. Not much we can do about it now. Well, we have to do something. That's why I wanted to talk. I could fit him with a prosthetic arm. That's a great idea.
Don't get beside yourself. It's a standard procedure in such cases.
Of course, I'd need a little time to tweak the details. Just assign the task to me and I'll know what to do. Have no doubt. If we want to meet our targets, we'll need a miner on top floor. Okay, just lie still and think of something engaging.
When will you have the results?
Not before I finish scanning everybody. You're the first one, so after we finish, you can go to bed and come back in the morning. I should know more by then. Okay, ready? Here we go.
Feels like waiting for high school finals or something.
Damn. I hope everything will turn out just fine.
I treated this body well. It won't betray me. Right?
Jan, can you come see me? There's a thing.
So, you have our results? Yes. It was a long night, but everyone got scanned. I've just finished running the results through our medical software. And, well, there's no easy way to put it. It's there. The mutated tissue. It's growing in our brains. What? You mean we all have it? No. Not all. Almost everyone is affected, but there's one exception. You, Jan. You're the only one that's clean. Holy shit. Yeah. You know what that means? Caused by accelerated growth in the womb? Maybe. But there were other factors at play. Take Rapidium, for example. Or a combination of circumstances, such as the radiation disrupting the tissue growth somehow. There are two things we know for sure. One, creating any other altar will most probably result in the same condition, and two, if we don't find a cure, we will all die, just like the sheep. The whole crew, except for you. It's a matter of days. Look, man, I know you're not the emotional type, but is this the moment you want to talk about how you feel? I appreciate what you're trying to do here. Stop and think about it for a moment before we move on to try and find a solution. But what do you want me to say? If you look at it from a certain angle, death is a logical outcome of events. I suppose not knowing exactly what caused it bothers me more than not being immortal. The only thing I'm really scared of is the possibility that this mission will fail because I won't be around. So, how do we find a cure? Well, I don't know. Try as I might, this is where my expertise ends. I don't believe that. You always have something smart-ass to say about everything. And you never give up, do you? I have to say, it's contagious. I don't know, Jan. Maybe the people who told you to branch yourself will be able to help us. Maybe. I am still waiting on a call from Lucas about the coordinates. It's worrying he hasn't got in touch yet. Well, let's hope he does. In the meantime, the best we can do is focus on getting rid of that gravity distortion. Even if we can't make it to the end of the mission, at least we can clear the path for you. Okay, Matt. Thanks. Is there a problem?
Yes, Jan, there's definitely a problem. People are fed up with how you're running this mission.
What do you mean, fed up? What is this?
Are you blind? Things gotta change, or else.
What exactly do you want me to improve?
I'm still sleeping on the fucking floor. Are you gonna build that dorm or what?
I hear you. I'll do what I can. You wanted to talk about something?
Yeah, our one-armed friend. I've heard the scientist wants to give him a prosthetic arm to make him more productive.
Yeah, and make his life easier.
You seriously concerned about how he feels? Because if you are, then you probably realize he didn't self-harm for no reason, and a prosthetic won't necessarily solve the problem.
What are you saying?
You might want to consider a different solution, more sophisticated and compassionate.
Compassionate?
Yeah, well, I was thinking Rapidium speeds up organic growth, right? And since you created us, our whole bodies from just a DNA sample, can't you use the same technology to recreate a single limb? And how would I do that? I don't have the tools to recreate limbs. You didn't have a tool to drill through a pile of rocks either. Look, I know he felt that pain before, but what if this time you gave him his arm? One that would feel like a part of him from the very start. Show him that you believe he deserves a second chance.
How can you be sure the pain won't come back?
I can't. But something tells me it won't, because the problem is not really in his arm.
All right, I'm listening.
Poor bastard's insecure as hell. Changing that would be a big deal.
And how would you go about it?
I'm sure the scientist could figure out a way. He's too efficiency-driven to commit to it, but I know you could push him to make the extra effort.
Hey, how are you holding up?
I'm doing my best, thanks. Just trying to come to terms with it. I mean, dying? Seems so surreal, you know?
I can't believe it's true either. There has to be a way to prevent it. And I know we'll find it.
Yeah. Let's not lose hope.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about the Mina's arm again. What's there to talk about? The solution is simple. A prosthetic arm. I was thinking, what if we try to use Rapidium to grow it back? Now, why would we want to do that? To find a more compassionate solution to his problem. It might not be about the arm at all, but about his insecurities. Remind me, are we here to mine Rapidium or to humor insecure individuals? I get your point. Still, I'm convinced we should go for it. I'm making the decisions, and I'll handle the consequences. You just do your job. You seem to have it all figured out. Fine then, just assign the task to me, and I'll get to work.
My workplace is damaged. Should I work on this while you're scheduling repairs?
FYI, looks like we're running low on repair kits. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hey, how are you holding up?
What do you think? You heard the news, didn't you? We're going to die.
Don't worry, okay? I won't let that happen.
Good. Jan, do something. Because I don't want to go. I'm not ready. Not yet.
I'd like to talk to you about that filtering system you mentioned earlier. Okay. You didn't change your mind, did you?
No, I'm glad you came to me with the idea. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going through with it.
Really? I was sure you were gonna say I'm being paranoid or something.
Hey, how are you holding up?
Shit, man. What can I tell you? It's what always happens, right? Just when you start hoping things can change, someone or something decides to drop a goddamn bomb on you. Story of my fucking life.
Don't worry, we'll find a way out of this. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Jan Dolsky never gives up, right? We're just gonna work our asses off until we either make it or break it. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but because it wasn't. It was...
tension is becoming dangerous. We need to find a solution.
I noticed we're missing a few rad filters. Gun, we're dangerously low on repair kits.
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
Yeah, right. So, have you finished your calculations? Do you know how we can get the gravity field back to normal? Yes, the design is ready. Our counterforce will have to come from several sources. 2 neutralizing towers, 1 per each side of the canyon to cover the whole affected area. It will be an effort to build them, but if operated correctly, they should do the trick and give us safe passage through. Man, we'll need to push like crazy to pull this off before the sun comes up. Right. And that's not the half of it. Once you set up the towers, they will need to be operated simultaneously. So, we'll need to send 4 people up there at the same time. Oh. Yeah. Better shape up your crew if we're gonna do this.